Ladies and gentlemen, the table is set. The meal is prepared. It's time to sit down and indulge in an episode of the Veggie Bake. Not just like not a standard episode of the Veggie Bake, Ned.
It isn't.
No. This is the introduction to the Froomey. Froomey, how you doing, man?
Not bad. How are you boys?
Good, man.
Good.
Always good to be podding.
It's always good to be here. We're not going to really go do lists today, essentially. We're just going to fucking run over some topics that we've already touched on and get your thoughts on them for him. I do want to touch on one thing though,
Yeah,
Ned.
good.
Slipknot has been listening to the podcast. Not Fest, Australia.
Fucking lost my shit when I sang that earlier.
You did.
What a fucking lineup.
I heard about it last night. I feel like Reese Baston. Shout out Reese. Love you, homie.
Shout out, Reese.
Yeah, he sent it to me, and I was just like, oh yeah, I've got to like talk about this.
You know what Knotfest is?
Slipknot,
Yeah.
you know Slipknot.
Yeah.
It's their, like, they have, I'm not sure where it's actually held. I'm sure it's held in the States kind of thing. It's their festival kind of thing. They usually headline it always, and then they've got a bunch of bands that, like, play underneath them kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're bringing Knotfest to Australia, which is fucking great because
Fuck yeah.
one of Paddy's favourite bands, and
And
he's
I've
never
never seen
seen them.
Never.
And-
Not once.
Fucking such a, massive, like, accompanying lineup of bands that I fucking love that I've never seen kind of thing.
I didn't
Like,
even look at the lineup. Who's
oh,
on it?
dude, Knocked Loose,
Huge.
In Flames,
Oh.
Trivium,
Oh,
I'm blanking now. I know Parkway, like the co-headliners.
yeah, that's pretty exciting, I guess.
Fuck, there's a bunch of bands that I'm forgetting now.
Hopefully Polaris is on the bill. That'd be cool.
No, they're not. Hang on,
that's
down the bottom of the bills, like Alpha Wolf and Bad Omens and stuff like
Bad
that.
Omens is dope as fuck. I really like Bad Omens.
Story of the Year, Amon Amarth, and there's another big band that I'm forgetting.
What did it say?
Amon Amarth. They're like a kind of like a Meshuggah style metal band, but
okay, yeah,
imagine if Meshuggah just wrote songs about Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
We had a Mont on the show the other day.
We did.
we sure did. What a fucking segue.
Beautiful segue. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's a YouTube exclusive, that video, I believe.
That is a YouTube exclusive,
Um,
and you can check clips from that on
I feel like-
TikTok and Instagram.
I feel like
at
it being a
Big Ben
YouTube
Tornado.
exclusive, Ned. You find it on YouTube?
You would think that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just, some people, like I've heard Jeff Horn listen to the podcast, and you've got to just really clarify things
It's YouTube, Jeff.
for some people. Fucking, I mean, if you want to know what we're talking about, you got to go back to an Eggplant Tornado podcast a couple ago. Don't know which one, but, let's go suss them all. That'd be sick. While you're at it, you might as well just hit like, dislike, whatever if you don't like it, hit dislike. I'm more than happy for you to do that. Share. I don't know what else you do, man. I'm not real up to like scratch on the socials.
All the audio streaming platforms have rating and reviewing, all
There you
that
go.
kind of thing. So get
Would-
those 5 stars up, get those downloads happening.
If you think we suck, give us no stars.
But yeah, come and see our beautiful faces on the YouTube.
Yeah, do that.
Tune the fuck in.
I feel like we're talking about a little WWE beforehand, so we might as well just roll into some WWE chat, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about gimmicks before we came in here, like The Undertaker's gimmicks, John Cena's gimmicks. What would you say, Froome, was your favorite gimmick that you've seen?
Well, as we were talking about before, probably Taker. And just
Yeah.
how no one questioned when he changed.
Yeah, it's the best.
He was dead man for ages.
Yeah.
Take him 3 hours to get to the ring.
Yeah.
And then, out of nowhere, he just comes out as the American badass riding Harley, and everyone's just like, "Fuck yeah, Undertaker!" If it was anybody else,
Still
everyone would
taking just as long to get to the ring.
but you just get to the ring and ride around it for
Yeah.
3 hours, burn all the fuel.
They had to fucking just build special ramps at certain events for that motherfucker to ride his bike down. It was I think it might have been WrestleMania 17, but it's just this fucking runway, man. That was so fucking long, and it's just all these motherfuckers have to walk down this 2-kilometer path to get to the ring. So the Undertaker can ride down it. Fuck me dead, man.
Yeah, can you imagine seeing that, getting there on the day and just being like,
Yeah,
Yeah, what? Imagine it like Royal Rumble is that far. It's like 30 seconds between blokes. You'd have like 4 cunts still walking to the ring.
Yeah, you gotta like pre-walk. Fucking, we'll get you here.
Take the shuttle bus.
Yeah, fuck. You'd have to. Fucking. What topics did we cover in the WWE episode, Ned?
I'm not even sure.
I feel like the WWE episode might have been where we just kind of chatted shit about WWE.
Yeah, it was just kind of a random conversation.
I'm trying to think about my favorite gimmick. It's got to be The Undertaker as well, but I'm trying to think of a different one other than that. Do you have any that in your mind, Ned? While I think about fucking gimmick?
No, nothing that like immediately springs to mind.
You're a big John Cena fan, so
Yeah,
you were the what would you
but
call?
nothing from like he didn't do anything particularly like crazy kind of thing. Like the battle rap stuff was like
Yeah,
okay, kind of thing. It's one of those things. It's like okay as a kid, but then like
Yeah.
you grow up and gain an appreciation for like good rappers, which we're like probably going to discuss later. And then you go back and listen to it, and you're like, all right, this is very subpar.
was also like his battle rapping like wrestlers that have no rap technique whatsoever. Like there was like a rap battle of him and Kurt Angle.
It's also one of those things as well. Hang on, because like that was around the time of what age or like year would you say that was? Like early 2000s kind of thing.
Yeah, probably
where
like
he came on the scene and was doing that. When did 8
yeah,
Mile?
probably like
When did 8 Mile
probably
come
like
out?
early to mid, I reckon.
8 Mile came out way before that, right?
Yeah.
8 Mile came out when I was a
Like,
kid.
I'm pretty sure it was like probably like early 2000s because like when Cena come in and he like changed the belt and shit, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
That was mad though, the spinner.
yeah, but I was like,
That
what
was
the
sick.
fuck? And then he like started doing shit rap battles and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then
Yeah.
I like sort of started tuning out to watching wrestling. But like everything from like sort of Cena and that beforehand, like I just watched religiously. Like it'd like go to pay-per-view or whatever, and because like we didn't have Foxtel and shit, as soon as it come out on DVD, bro, I was like at Big W buying that
Yeah,
shit, and then I'd
fuck
just
yeah.
go home and just sit there for like 4 hours just watching the fucking TV.
As John Cena though, the only wrestler potentially just to always wear jeans. Well, except for like when he first started, he wore like the original wrestling tights, but then just went from there to jeans.
Jean shorts, but yeah.
Shorts?
Yeah.
They're like 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4 jorts too.
They
Yeah,
were, then
yeah,
they got a
like-
little bit shorter and he put knee pads underneath them and
I mean, yeah, probably don't wear 3/4 shorts as a grown ass man.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And more to the
Ridiculous.
point, just like don't make like the most uncomfortable clothing to sweat
Oh,
in
dude, the
your
worst.
gimmick. Like how much you reckon he regrets that shit? Because like if you notice,
Also
like
wearing
after a
1,000
while,
sweatbands.
after like that whole where he like put the spinners on everything like that, and then he moved to what I was talking about before, where he had that like weird affinity with the military phase.
Yeah.
He changed
so
his shorts to like a weird like camo like cargo short almost, as if like fuck, maybe this is some more breathable material.
yeah. Nah, no, it's still just terrible.
Nah,
Just
man.
the shit.
Yeah.
The strangest. The absolute strangest. I'm trying to think of like some crazy moments. We're talking about the TLC match between I think it was Edge Christian. For some reason I feel like Rhino was in the match.
I think it was 8 people.
Yeah, there was
The one that you're thinking of. Rhino was in a tag team with somebody, but I don't know who it was.
Chris Jericho potentially.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know they were in it, but I feel like something happened to their team and they just weren't super involved in it. Because you remember Rhino just tackled some motherfucker through something at like
Yeah, I
every
do
given
remember that.
moment. He didn't like. I don't remember watching him wrestle a match. Rhino. I just remember him. He would come out, tackle someone into a table usually that the Dudleys had set up and hadn't used for some reason. Like the Dudleys would just be like, we'll just put this table in the corner here. It's a good spot for it. Next thing, like, yeah, Rhino's just fucking full speed tackling a motherfucker through it.
And then he just leaves.
yeah, and then you just wouldn't see him again until the next time he had to tackle someone.
Yeah.
You're like, did he ever wrestle a match?
I'm not even sure. Hey, I literally only have memories of him tackling people.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone in the comments could reach out and let us know if Rhino ever wrestled a match, ever had a title. Because
Yeah.
to me, I don't think he did.
It's like the only thing you could have held would have been like the hardcore championship.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Like that
And
was
tackling someone through a table.
yeah, and
He
like
was-
that shit was wild. Like they just
dude.
like
He was-
just like lose the belt in their sleep. Like,
yeah, the 24/7 one.
Yeah,
That
someone
was
to get
sick.
like a ref and call him like backstage and kind of
Yeah.
be like asleep and he'd like put his hand on him and the ref's like 1, 2, He's like, win the belt and grab the belt and fuck off.
What?
That might
I've never
actually
seen that.
that might actually be the coolest thing that they did. It was just like a little pre-recorded segment, obviously, but it was it was called like when the hardcore title went 24/7. They just had like all these segments that would play throughout like Raw and SmackDown, and it would just be like like fucking someone in the supermarket just with a hardcore title, just doing some shopping, and someone just like run up with a ref, pin them.
Yeah, like
Just the weirdest shit, man. But it was so fucking funny.
Can you imagine seeing that as well? Just like doing your regular shopping and just like,
what the
Yeah, what are they doing?
it's like, is that Batista? Like, why is he here in full wrestling attire? Like in his
Yeah.
fucking full cut fucking budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Like,
What's he doing?
what's happening right now?
Why did he hold that belt?
Yeah, why did he throw that cunt into the freezer?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just, oh my god.
I believe on the WWE episode, I spoke about Stone Cold and Booker T fighting in a supermarket. That's
Yes.
not all. I looked up that segment since then. They fought in a confessional.
Yes.
Fuck, where else did they
A
fight?
bingo hall.
Yeah, bingo. Like this,
That's like one of the stupidest fucking scenes of all time. It's just cut into Booker, like, and he's like harassing old lady. What does he do? He either harasses the old lady next to him or like steals her pen or
Yeah,
some
something
shit like
weird.
that. And then then all of a sudden Stone Cold's voice comes over.
Yeah.
Reads the fucking
the next ball.
P52. And Booker's just got that like,
Yeah. Yeah, they just had like these crazy segments of Stone Cold just assaulting Booker T in public. Like just and it'd always just be Booker T like, oh man, I think I'm safe, like I'm good, and then just like, yeah, Stone Cold out of nowhere would just beat the shit out of him.
I can remember like Stone Cold getting hit by that limo, and then it was like that big like, oh, who the fuck was driving?
Yeah,
it?
it was
Like
like-
everyone's like,
Rikishi, I did it for the Rock.
yeah,
The best gimmick, I mean, probably got to be that generation, The Rock. He used to just talk shit on everyone, and so brutally, like so fucking brutally.
his gimmick never really changed.
No, yeah, like he
He
came.
was always like the same guy kind of thing, but he would just go from like good to bad.
yeah, heel to face. Yeah, that's very true. Actually, he did
like when
did
his
that.
music changed, it was like different.
Yeah,
like
that was
he
when he was
went
like the acting heaps, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He like came back and his like music was all different. I was like,
Yeah, and he acted like all
Yeah.
up himself
Yeah,
and shit.
like-
Yeah,
this isn't rock, cunt.
but then yeah, like I feel like they figured that that's not right, so then they're like, okay, let's just make him talk shit on people.
Yeah,
So I just remember there's like the Armageddon Hell in a Cell, where it's like the 6-man Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Awesome fucking match. I'm trying to think who was in it. It's Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, I believe, was in it. Undertaker, Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H. That seems right. Yeah. Best fucking match. Forgot my fucking point completely. Oh yeah, The Rock's doing a promo beforehand. And like the way he rips on every single one of them motherfuckers is honestly the best thing you'll ever fucking see in your life. So just look up Rock pre-match promo Armageddon. I think it's like 2000. Just watch that fucking match.
Okay.
Actually, it's fucking amazing. Yeah, Undertaker throws Rikishi. Rikishi's in it, so maybe Rikishi instead of Chris Jericho.
Right.
I think.
is that where he throws him into that like truck?
Yeah, throws him
Like
off.
full of
and-
hay?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
you see the whole truck just like. Dude, that's
Yeah.
a lot of motherfucking weight, man. Like, props to Rikishi for taking that.
It was just,
Yeah.
like, falling backwards like that, like
Yeah, that'd be so scary.
that.
There's a segment, or like a little clip of Undertaker after he does that, and he's like poking his tongue out, but he's like missing the tip of his tongue. Apparently, like bit the tip of his tongue off in that match.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, the promo beforehand is just like maybe better than the match. I don't know. It's fucking up there. I just remember The Rock being like, I did it for the right. And he tried the thumb wearing fatty. It's just the funniest shit, man. The way he could just like so naturally rip on people.
It was fucking
We're
just
having
then,
some
like,
difficulties here. Gonna pause real briefly.
Ooh.
Sorry about that, everyone. We actually gave Franklin the day off today. He's just been
Well, you did, weirdly enough.
yeah. He's been doing real well. Nothing bad to say here. He's been killing it behind the scenes, behind the desk. He's just been doing great things. So yeah, I just decided we'll give him the day off.
Okay. Moving on.
I mean, can we just talk about Rikishi for a minute? And just like how degrading his character was to him.
And,
And
everybody
everyone else.
Yeah, like
The
obviously
stink
everyone
bags.
else. But like, he's a Samoan. He's not a sumo wrestler.
Oh yeah, he used to. That's right. We discussed that.
He's a super proud Samoan. And they're like, no, you're wearing this thong. You're going to shove your stinky ass into people's face.
You're gonna be Japanese.
Yeah.
We're literally
And you're a
remotely
fat, smelly
Japanese.
cunt.
Yeah. Your finishing move is literally called the stink face. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fucking. But then, like, you look at his family, like, now. I touched up on WWE the other day, just seeing, like, who's doing what. And it's like, yeah, like, the WWE is essentially just like Roman Reigns and, like, whoever the fuck, the Usos. For some reason, Sami Zayn, who's just like a white ginger.
Yeah, I was about to say some weird white ginger with fucking hay. Like,
The least Samoan person you'll ever fucking see
Yeah.
in your life. But yeah, I'm pretty sure wrestling is just them at the moment.
pretty much.
Like, they hold 90% of the titles. Like, because Roman holds the two main, like, WWE titles because they split him into, like, Raw and SmackDown for some reason and then just gave them both to him. Like, fucking good job, guys. You are honestly killing it in the
Yeah.
creative.
And then watch him give it to Logan Paul.
Ugh.
I mean, don't even get me started on Logan Paul and Eddie. What a weird transition. I'm just going to fight Floyd Mayweather. And I'm just going to go wrestle Roman Reigns for the WWE title.
Yeah, he just gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. So
Kills it.
Yeah.
Fucking kills it. I can't find that much bad shit to say about him. Because, like, I like the way that he, like, runs his podcast. I like the way that he, like, you know, kind of fucking carries himself since that whole fucking shit that happened in that forest.
Japanese suicide forest incident.
Yeah. So I feel like he's, like, done real well to, like, change his life. But,
You ever seen that fucking clip of, I can't remember who he has on his show, and they're like asking him like, oh, where would you like to travel kind of thing, and he's like, oh man, I'd love to go to Japan, and they're all like,
Ah.
yeah, and then he's like, what, like what happened kind of thing, and then he's like, oh,
He doesn't allowed back there or something.
oh, I don't think it's that. I just think he probably doesn't want to go back there. Bad memories.
I mean, he should probably take some of, like, the fucking billions of dollars that he just has and probably just, like, go invest it into that country.
Just raking.
Not all of
in.
it.
Mm.
Hey?
Just raking it in.
Oh, right. Yeah, killing it. Good on him. Like, nothing but good things to say about him. Just nothing but terrible shit to say about his brother.
He'd be richer if Floyd paid him.
Oh, right, Floyd. Come on, man. He's trying to count it, bro. He's still trying to get it together. I seen him working hard behind the scenes. He's got money with him.
They still can't hand it to his mate to recount yet.
Yeah. Well, he's Floyd's got to get through it, and he's got to pass it to money.
Yeah.
And money's got to get re through it. It's a lot of money they got to pay him. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Counting for fucking ages.
Nettie, we touched on a subject with Mont out of a podcast that we never actually released.
Yeah, that's right. I kind of realized that after going back over the footage.
Okay, so
Maybe that's a good place to start.
that's what I'm thinking. We recorded a podcast maybe
A month ago.
I'd say a month ago. We tried a new file size. I'm just gonna take the rap. I suggested we done it. Franklin just clicked the button. I know I kind of put it on him. I'm gonna take the blame. And it just made the file size like we recorded an hour and a half episode, and it only recorded for half an hour, and the file size was like a terabyte.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So we changed that, but that episode doesn't exist. But we did talk about shit to do with that episode. But what we did cover in music was like top 5 albums.
Mhm.
Did we cover anything else in music? Because like I just
we've
keep going
done, like,
back to
the
that.
vocalists and drummers kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so Froomey doesn't really fit into that like whole playing music category. So
Yeah.
let's just do like we start with like your top couple of albums and then your top couple of concert experiences.
I don't know, probably both of Biggie's albums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I was gonna
Like-
say it's got to be.
Like he's just.
Have you
like-
seen him live?
Yeah.
Okay, that's sick.
I don't know. It's
Fuck.
just a lyricist.
Yeah.
Like just the wordplay and everything. Like I probably got into him when I was like 15 or so.
extremely talented. That dude.
and like I just used to listen to them albums like on repeat, pretty much,
Yeah.
like constantly.
Yeah, like I mentioned on that show when I brought up Biggie, like we would always turn up at your house and you would just be sitting there listening to either like Biggie or Eminem or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd be an Eminem fan, eh?
yeah. I fucking grew up listening to like all
Me-
of his shit, but like
Who didn't?
Who didn't really?
I was like, I feel like year 4 or year 5, so I don't know how old that is, but like that kind of age, I got into like real heavy music.
Yeah, yeah.
But before that, I liked like strictly Eminem, bro. Just wouldn't listen to anything but Eminem. And then yeah, kind of moved to heavier shit, but would still just like pump Eminem like religiously, kind of thing. Loved it.
Yeah, like just the way he's able to tell a story and shit, like through his
next
music,
level.
like
Mm-hmm.
that's like Biggie, like for the word play and all that sort of shit, and then like Tupac can like tell a story.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That kind of music is fucking brilliant too. But
Yeah, I
It's,
everyone's
really
like,
like
it's usually one of the
Yeah,
other
everyone's like,
people.
everyone's like, you're either fucking Biggie or Tupac, but like I appreciate them both for
I
different
can
reasons.
appreciate both.
Yeah,
I just enjoy
like-
Biggie more.
Well, I don't know too much of the backstory that happened. Really, I know someone shot someone.
There's a couple of good documentaries out there about it.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah.
have to suss one.
There's like a
But-
thing on Netflix called like Unsolved or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's
about
really
like
good.
I think it's more about. I think it's about both of them. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
only about. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes or something long.
I have watched that one, yeah.
But that's
I've
not
sussed it.
too bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just like appreciate both their music for different reasons, as you said. Like, yeah, they both just bring different shit to the song, like
Yeah.
to the music. But let's say out of Biggie and Eminem, would you be able to name like top two songs from each?
Probably Warning by Biggie.
Mm,
I can.
that's like a pretty
I'm pretty
standard
sure
one.
you'd be the same as me. I can do that. Like no, like full sound clip and all at the end, no music.
Yeah.
Thing. I can just do it, and it will just come into my head, and I will just rap the rest to myself.
Yeah, that's mad.
Like, bro, like I listen to it like that much. Even the kids like sit like in the back of the car, and they'll be like, like,
That's mad.
Oh man,
Fuck. What other songs are there? So many.
there is. Hey,
Dead Wrong.
oh yeah,
That's pretty good as well.
because that's one of those things as well. That's like, you look at Eminem, like discography kind of thing, and like, yeah, it is like it obviously is what it is kind of thing. Most
Yeah.
of it's fucking great.
Yeah.
The way that he fucking goes in on people when he
Next
does
level.
a feature verse, like
Oh, bro.
dead
like,
wrong. Like you've heard him on
Go listen to Renegade by
Renegade
Jay-Z.
with Jay-Z.
Like,
He's on
yeah.
Jay-Z's
It's
song,
Jay-Z's song, and he just like shreds him to pieces, bro. Like
destroys
Yeah, right.
him.
it's
That's
fucking
mad.
like they both do like two. I think they both do like 2 verses each. Jay-Z does one, then M comes in. Then
Mhm.
Jay-Z does another one, then M comes in again, and like you listen to Jay-Z and you're just like, fuck, like what's going on here? And then Eminem comes in and you're just like, what the fuck? Like,
Dude,
Yeah,
this
man.
the way that he just fucking. Oh my god, yeah. I'm like,
he just murders the
replaying
whole
that in
song.
my head.
Like,
even the way that
yeah.
he it just ends that first verse, just that when he does that little he does that scratch with his voice.
yeah, and it leads,
Oh, yeah.
and then it like leads into the chorus.
Sinister, Mr.
Yeah, right.
Kiss my ass. It's just and then it rolls into the Renegade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Um,
just absolutely bodies one of the best rappers of all time on his own song.
Well, I believe there's like a YouTube video and it's just like called When Eminem Destroys Rappers at Their Own Songs. And it's just like a compilation of him just like being the best. Really.
Yeah, and then like you got people like The Game who like made that song about him not long ago. But like you go onto like YouTube and type in like The Game talking about Eminem, and he's like, you don't fuck with the white boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like everybody knows you don't fuck with the white boy.
I mean, let's just talk about relevance. If I go to YouTube right now and type in The Game, I guarantee Triple H comes up before The Game comes
Yeah.
up. So, probably get a bit of fucking relevance about it before you
Well,
try
you
to
could
fucking
probably,
go
you
at
could probably
Eminem.
type the letter E and then it would autofill to Eminem.
Oh, bro, you fucking
Straight
think-
away.
You think the letter fucking E and your computer starts fucking listening to Eminem.
Yeah.
It's next level, bro. I thought about the letter E today and fucking Spotify decided to play an M in the background. I was like,
But
Yeah.
what would your like top 2 M songs be then?
oh, that's a hard one. I think we should probably do top 2 M songs as well. Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do Biggie. I'd probably say Warning because like you and Killer just fucking drummed it into my fucking ears all the
Mhm.
time. Remember, just like he'd just be like going for a drive with Liam, just like casual fucking drive, and be like, oh, turn it up, and just like fucking rapping in the side of your face and shit. You're like, dude, get the fuck out of my face, for one, hey, like fuck me dead. It's a tune, I get it.
Yeah, we used to do that shit all the way, like home from FDM, pretty much.
Fucking the best.
I'd probably say My Darling. I don't know if you would have heard that one. It's like
No.
it's like him essentially talking to the devil.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Like fucking, I don't know. It's hard to like explain because
What's the name again?
My Darling.
Okay.
I can't remember it like off the top of my head, but there's like him like rapping, and then like the devil comes in and is like fucking talking shit to him, like about like his career and telling him to get back on the fucking like get back on the drugs and shit because his
Right.
career's
Yeah,
like
right.
shit without him and whatnot. Like that's a pretty good song. Me and the kids like listen to it in the car all the time with the missus and the kids, bro. They like know half of the song. I think it's just because they can swear. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear so loud to the kid, you're like, yeah.
but they fucking love it. And probably 3 a.m.
That's fucking solid.
Me and Shannon, bro, we just used to sit there, like just smoking and just like have that on repeat and just fucking like listen to it all the time.
I think I've heard that song a couple of times, but that also doesn't immediately come to mind. I know the title kind of thing. I don't even know the title of the other one. What would you say?
I'm probably going to completely butcher the names. I'm terrible with names, but I believe it's called When I'm Gone.
Yeah.
It's like a softer song to his daughter. That's
Yeah.
just a fucking beautiful song, man. I didn't give a fuck about anything else. Like, that's just a beautiful song. And if like it's just well done, like by him, like always. The other song, I'm blanking on the fucking name.
Lyric.
Deja Vu, maybe? Is it Deja Vu?
There is one called Deja Vu.
I don't. I've got a feeling that's not the song. It's off that album though. I'm just gonna say Deja Vu because that's also a fucking solid song.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was like way too into like heavier music when he was like all his like prime shit was like out type thing. So I kind of missed out in that sense. But like, I go back and listen to it these days. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this song's fucking sick. And then I
Yeah.
like try to show someone. They're like, yeah, it fucking came out in 2004.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? I'm like,
It's
yeah,
just like
okay,
anything
no.
where he's beefing with someone, he's like so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, when him and Mariah Carey were,
Oh, yeah.
were feuding.
Yeah. What's that?
And he's
What's
fucking-
that thing called? The song.
They
The,
released I just had it in my fucking head.
It's like only on YouTube, eh?
Yeah, it's what is it called? Just a fool. It's called Warning Shot.
Yeah, I think it might be Warning Shot because then he's got
He
Kill
just-
Shot for.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, he just
MGK.
like raps about Mariah Carey and like disses himself at the same time.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
like,
you've shown me
fucking-
that before.
It's, yeah,
He
that
just,
is
like-
really good.
And then like puts like edits, like clips from voicemails that she's like sent to him and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
puts them in at the end and's like, Nick, is this your wife? Like tell her to shut the fuck up and stop ringing me
Yeah.
and shit.
Dude, it's
That's right.
fucking.
Like and
Fucking good one.
the other one where he's like feuding with Ja Rule and he has like Haley come in at
I
the
seen
start.
that the other day. Yeah.
He has Haley come in at the start of the song.
Oh, really?
And he's like, Haley, what do you want to be when you grow up? She's like, I don't know, but I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule's bitch ass kids.
Oh, that's fucking huge.
Oh, it's fucking bad.
Bringing the kids into the
Like,
beef.
Bro, she would have been like, probably like 6 or 7. It's just like
Yeah.
this little child's voice that like
Yeah.
talks back. And then he's like, go grab daddy's ass. I'm going to shove it up Ja Rule's ass.
That's savage as fuck, eh? I mean, yeah, you probably don't want to go after Eminem. I mean, like, are you a Machine Gun Kelly fan?
Not really.
Okay, I'm like, I like his like more rap
Like,
kind
but
of stuff.
that's only to say because I haven't really listened to his shit. Like even
Yeah.
before, like he said, like even before him and M had like that beef, I never really listened to any of his shit. And then like
Yeah.
since then, I
Yeah.
still haven't really listened to it.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, it's like with his shit, I find you got to go on like YouTube, or he released some like kind of rappier shit to Spotify a while back.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like his rap shit's pretty good. And then like Rap Devil's like he did as well as he could against Eminem.
Like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, but like and then Eminem comes back with Kill Shot, and I feel like Kill Shot was just Kill Shot. Like
Yeah, like there's so many things that he says in that song that just have like underlying meanings, and if like
Yeah.
you don't like know half like the backstory or whatever, you're just like, huh?
yeah,
M's made hardly any sense. It's like, no,
No,
fucking
yeah,
did.
It's
Yeah.
interesting seeing like the way that rap beef is handled like with all of these young kids kind of thing, and then you still have people like Eminem like doing like diss raps kind of thing, or like
Yeah.
the whole Pusha T and Drake thing.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty intense. Like,
So
have you ever heard? You ever
Booker T
listened?
and Drake?
You ever listened to the story about it on?
No.
So I can't even remember exactly what the full thing was. Oh, that's right. No, Pusha released an album. The song was called Infrared. And if you listen to it, he's talking about like people having ghostwriters and essentially aimed at Drake. And then Drake released something on YouTube going back at Pusha. Like, I can't even remember what he said. And then a couple of days later, Pusha released a freestyle over the story of OJ beat, you know, that Jay-Z song. The one that came out with like the 1930s cartoon style kind of thing. I don't know. I'll show you the song afterwards. It's a sick beat, but yeah. Anyway, like pretty much just tells the cunt that he's a fucking deadbeat father and shit.
After him.
Yeah, one of the lines ending one of the verses is deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol because he's always like he's from Canada, but he's always worrying about being in the US and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking savages, eh?
Yeah.
Fucking savages. I mean, what would your top 2 M songs be?
Probably Till I Collapse.
That's a sick song, yeah.
And both my songs feature Nate Dogg and Shake That.
Oh, then I have to
That
probably.
could be funny.
Because it's just two ends of the spectrum. Like Till I Collapse, it's like you could like that song could make me run like an extra 5Ks kind of thing. And
Yeah.
whereas like Shake That is just just a banger.
I feel like I'm gonna have to change one of my songs to the song that he does with Jonah Lucas, because that's all that got me into him. And
Lucky
that's
You.
that's just a fucking
That is a good song.
tune
What one's
as well.
that?
Lucky You.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that like got me into to Lucas, which is fucking dope because he's fucking next level. Fucking
Well, like we mentioned before, you know, the Lost episode
oh,
kind of thing. I know you've seen Eminem a few times, but what would you say are like your top couple of like concert experiences that you've been to? And experiences is everything like festivals, fucking all that kind of shit.
I'd have to say, like, Eminem, just from listening to him as a kid and
Yeah.
then actually getting to see him live.
Because you saw him, you saw him both times, right?
Yeah, I saw him both times.
So let's go through these fucking lineups because one of them was bullshit,
That was the first time he came. That was the bullshit lineup.
and it was what?
It had, I think the opener was Hilltop Hoods,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it was Action Bronson,
J. Cole,
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem.
that's fucking
No,
that's the
no.
years on it.
No, that's wrong. The first time had Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. So Kendrick was the second time
Yeah, I think Kendrick might. Yeah, Kendrick would have been the second time.
because I know
Kendrick and J. Cole were the second time, but the first time it was
Bronson and Lil Wayne, or somebody else and Lil Wayne.
there was Hilltop Woods, Bronson, Lil Wayne, and then Eminem. And then the next time it was 360, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem.
To see
Just crazy.
to
lineup.
see Cole, Lamar, and then Kendrick. Sorry if I can, like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem, like all one after the other is
Yeah,
fucking
like,
ridiculous because
next
they were
level.
like in their fucking prime.
It was like
Yeah,
all
huge.
within the space of like, like 3 hours, however fucking long concert goes for as well. So you're just like, oh, and then like the next one comes like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then the next one comes like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
like, fuck
fuck yeah.
me.
That'd be huge.
That's fucking crazy.
But like the first one, when Hilltop played, they were like still fucking with the mic qualities.
Okay.
So like theirs was like very like in and out with their vocals and shit on the mic, but
Yeah.
like
yeah.
the rest of them were fucking like killer. Like Action Bronson, just like there was no shitters for him to go into and have a shit. Like you seen that video where he like in the middle of rapping.
Was that
and-
at the concert you were
No,
at?
that wasn't. But he like just jumps the crowd, bro, like into the mosh pit, and like the mosh pit was like 30 or 40 meters, and then like started like the normal crowd that was down there that had like standing tickets. He just like jumps down, walks through the mosh pit, jumps the fence, and just starts like walking around with just like all the people in the middle, like fucking while he's still like singing and shit.
Oh, man.
That's
You-
fucking sick.
he fucking loved it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Have you seen him lately? He's fucking shredded.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he lost heaps of weight. He's like jacked now.
Did he do that wing show at some stage?
Yeah, I would assume so because he's a qualified chef. He
Oh,
has
man.
that show. Fuck, that's delicious.
Okay. That's fire. Well,
He just gets mad high with his homies and like goes around and eats fucking sick food.
I mean, good on
Or
him. That'd be
rather,
dope.
he goes to a restaurant and like sees something and then goes home and like does his own like interpretation of it. I think maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It's just like him and a bunch of black dudes just smoking a bunch of weed, eating fucking exotic foods, kind of thing. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
mad because he's like, not like he doesn't sound stupid, but he's not like heaps well spoken kind of thing. He's obviously just like, some dude from Queens who became a rapper. But
Yeah.
then he's talking about all these really complicated fucking food processes and shit. And you're like, oh shit, you really know what you're talking about.
That's funny as fuck.
And he raps about food too all the time, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, as you would if you're just like qualified
There's a song on like one of
chef and rapper.
his favorite album that I listen to, Dr. Lecter, called I think it's called Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because Ronnie Coleman's a fucking bodybuilder, and yeah, it's just the whole
Jack.
concept. He's just rapping about food the whole time, and the chorus is just him acting like a personal trainer yelling at him for being a fat cunt.
All right, that's pretty fucking sick. I'm gonna have to suss some of this for sure.
Oh, you should definitely suss that album, man. It's real fucking good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So Eminem.
Yeah, anything else that sort of sticks out? Any other experiences?
I don't know, I used to go to like a shitload of raves in the day.
I was about to say,
As you
like,
know,
the first time going to DEF CON.
Yeah, that shit was like mind blowing, bro. Like the
It's-
light shows and shit that they put on like at them places is fucking nuts.
It's one of those things, is like whether you appreciate the music or not, like the actual like production of the shit.
Yeah.
Like you walk in and there's just this giant structure of a fucking stage with this massive fucking head that's spouting fucking fire. And then the music starts and you like look into the distance and your eyes are fucking vibrating because the bass is that fucking heavy.
Yeah, I'm sad I never went to like a DEF CON.
And there's like 8 stages or something like all scattered around like the regatta center that like are all fucking like solid structures as well.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking nuts. And then they got like there's like the shit you can do there too. They got like the jetpack thing, like where it's like in the water and it like sucks the water out.
Oh,
Fuck,
damn
they
things
got-
are fucking. I want to try that.
They
We
got,
should.
like-
We should try that sometime.
Hmm.
I feel
They
like
got,
as a
damn,
whole
they got like the slingshot, like
slingshot.
that fucking ride that you sit in and fucking shoots you
Yeah,
up
no,
into
no,
the air.
no,
Like
no, no,
they have,
no,
they have
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no,
They have
no.
like that thing there. Like fucking. Pretty sure you can go on like a jet ski ride and shit as well. Like,
Yeah, you can
out,
too.
like out on the lake and shit. And then
That'd
there's
be
just
cool.
like full chill out areas and shit where if you don't want to be like near the stage, you just go chill out near the water and that. And you like still hear the music like in the background, but
Yeah,
not as
mate.
bassy and shit. Like they
But
were
yeah.
all
That was a good time.
Yeah,
Especially that first time.
like, and it's like for the money you spend on the ticket, like the $150 or whatever it is, but you get like the whole day
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
from like 11 in the morning to like midnight practically. Like by the time you leave there, you're just fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Like you're cooked when you walk in, but you're
Yeah,
fucking
you would
even
be.
more cooked when you walk out.
I used to have mates that didn't like the music that used to go. Just like take
It's
acid
just
and
an
just watch like the light
experience,
show
man.
and shit.
Yeah, like some of the light shows, bro, are fucking
Mm.
like, ridiculous. Like the amount of money that them lasers and shit would cost that they've got like just beaming out into the open air.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking
Dope. Eh? Fuck yeah.
and it's all like synchronized to the beats and shit. It's fucking
It's fucking crazy.
It's
man.
fucking
the amount of
nuts.
work that goes into it.
Yeah, I'm fucking sad. I never made it to one of them. I feel like raves are probably still a thing.
Yeah, probably.
Like I feel like I'd be the most out of place person, just there by myself, just tripping balls.
and not long ago the missus we went and seen like the Angels.
I don't know who that is.
You know who they are? Like an
No.
old Australian rock band.
No.
We went and watched them at fucking. It was just like a workers club, but that was pretty cool.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
That'd be
all-
dope.
It was like we were the youngest people in the room, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like it was like all these old people like dancing and shit. Me and Mrs. just sitting there like, "Fuck, are we gonna dance like that?" Like
Yeah.
when we're older,
Yeah.
they're just like they're like shaking their hips and shit. Like it was fucking funny to
It's
watch.
fucking interesting the dynamics you see at different concerts. Hey,
As soon as you, 100%. As soon as you get old, everything just goes out the window, bro. You just start doing whatever old people do.
Yeah, it was
Hands
fucking-
go high, bro. Just like the whole thing just happens. I think it's just a common thing.
Like it was funny. Like we're both like nearly 30,
Yeah,
and like we were the youngest people in the room.
Yeah.
It's like even like I seen like these couples standing there like looking at me. My missus like talking, and the old bloke's like, "Oh, a couple of young ones over there." Like, and I looked around and like we were literally the youngest people there.
A couple
Oh,
of fucking
hell.
bring chooks, mate. Well, I mean, considering the episode got fucking just sent off into the fucking airways,
Yeah,
maybe,
into the ether.
do we cover a top two
Disappeared.
here?
Yeah, let's just go. We'll just go over like a couple of honorable mentions, kind of thing.
Well, I feel like my number one would not even number one. One of them would be the Plot New, sick band. from America. They've come here twice, I believe, in the last couple of years. Went both times. Sick.
Fuck yeah.
Took some mushrooms for the last time. It was fucking next level, hey. Like, there's a point where, like, because you're, like, kind of tripping, but not, like, too bad. But you're, like, watching the show. They had, like, smoke and lights from behind the stage. So you're, like, kind of watching the lights and shit. But, like, he would lose focus, like, the singer.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, you'd, like, kind of focus back in on him. And it was just, like, the most detailed a fucking person could ever be in their life, hey. It was, like, yeah. But just also a sick fucking show. Yeah.
Love how you explained it like that was like part of the show kind of thing.
It was like, I don't know, man.
You guys seeing this? Like, no, we're not on mushrooms.
Well, like, the guy I went with was on mushrooms, so he explained it that the singer's head was like a pimple just waiting to pop. So he just had a way different trip than I had.
Oh yeah.
But like, he said the same thing. He's like, "How good was the music?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, so fucking good." They always put on a mad show. My other one would be La Dispute. Yeah, easy. Like one of my favorite bands. Fucking play one of my favorite songs. Got to see them live. It was like, yeah, fucking at some festival. Weirdest lineup ever. They had one of the first stages had North Lane, and then you go to the like they had just two stages where it just like switches between.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like North Lane, which is like a pretty heavy band. You go over to this other stage and there's like, I can't even remember who. It was like some pretty like unknown band. You go back over to that stage, the Veronicas are playing. You're like, all right, that's fucking weird. You go back over to this other stage and there's like that baby metal band playing.
Oh yeah, they're intense. Hey, it's like
Dude.
three
No,
Japanese girls that play like speed metal,
it's insane.
but they like sing over it
Same.
in like. So imagine like any anime opening you've ever heard that sings in like a random Japanese girl's voice, but then played over fucking. It's like,
It was so much to take in. Hey, I was,
Yeah.
what the fuck? But then I'm trying to think who else played. Like there was like a Muir played, super heavy band.
Oh, yeah, it would have been mad.
Then it was like Stone Sour and The Offspring. Like it was just like there was obviously more bands. Like La Dispute was like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was like just the fucking weird bands I had on that lineup was like made it super fun too. But yeah, seeing La Dispute live. Next level. My ass had kicked in right as I started playing.
Mm-hmm.
The universe just knew.
What else do you want?
Less people.
Yeah, less people. That'd be.
I mean, other than that,
Less people.
nothing, eh?
Fuck off.
Yeah, like if everyone could just go to the other stage while I just enjoy La Dispute by myself, they just
one guy.
because then I could just sit down, like I could just chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I could really ask for is less people there. What about you, Ned?
I don't know. Top couple experiences kind of thing. Like, you know, like I mentioned on that podcast, obviously, like all those big day outs that mum took me to when I was a kid because I got to see some fucking legendary bands and shit like that.
Shout out, mum.
Sort of triggered the memory of like when you were talking about the Angels, like, we saw the Violent Femmes at like the, the song Blister in the Sun. Yeah. Those guys.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
kind of an older band kind of thing. And I was like 13 at that point. So everyone in the front row was like 40, 50 plus kind of shit. And the singer like seen me and like looked at me just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this cunt doing here? Is this child lost? Somebody please.
Get him back there.
Ned's
but-
just like jamming out at the front.
Dude, those fucking,
Just
those
loving
concerts were sick. Like seeing like the Killers in their prime, like Muse kind of thing, Rage Against the Machine before they broke up.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
That'd be
absolutely
dope.
amazing. And then, I don't know if we're getting into like my top couple of concerts kind of thing. Can't remember what like my bottom couple ended up being. John Mayer live was fucking incredible. Like just sounded exactly like the record, voice wise, and then would just play more complicated solos than what he already recorded live and for longer. And it was just like, oh my god, you're like a wizard.
Just giving
And
the
then
people what they want.
not only that, like legitimately like funny in between, like he'd roll a song out kind of thing, like obviously like address the crowd kind of thing, and then would have legitimately like good banter while he's tuning his guitar, and then just roll straight back into another song.
That's man.
It was fucking such an incredible performance, man. The first time I seen Kendrick Lamar when he
Yeah.
played with the full band, that was like the To Pimp a Butterfly tour, or like after that in 2018.
Butterfly tour.
Dude, that
Sick
album
name.
is like part of. So if you go to college and do like English courses now, that's like you're studying, like that's what you study.
Oh, really?
Kendrick Lamar albums, not like Charles Dickens books or anything like that.
That's
You
fucking.
got to do a thesis on Smith Butterfly. That's how he won a Pulitzer Prize, which is like
He's a
prize
bullshit
that
talented dude.
novelists win that work for years to try and win.
Yeah.
And some rapper from Compton won it with an album.
Well, he's pretty fucking next level. So
Yeah, but that performance is just fucking crazy. Mont, that was here the other day. Me, Megan, Mont ended up going together for some reason. Can't remember why Mont, but yeah, that was a fucking intense concert. And then
would be.
my favorite concert experience of all time is still Sweatfest '08, just because of that lineup. Fucking
Yeah.
Confession and like with
Oh shit. Fuck you, Michael Crofter.
the lineup, and then the fact that like the albums that they had out at that time, kind of thing. Confession only had their first album, then Acacia Strain only had Continent and The Dead Walk.
Continent's such a good album.
Dude, fucking
Dead
banger.
Walk's such a good album.
A Day to Remember only had they hadn't released Homesick yet, so whatever the
so
first
like
two
the
albums
heavier
before that,
type.
yeah, the heavier kind of stuff. Well, it's kind of half,
Yeah.
but they did get a bit more melodic with that album. Suicide Silence only had The Cleansing out, and they pretty much played it in full.
Yeah.
And they played Destruction of a Statue live, which I got to see twice actually. They didn't play it as cool the second time, but that first time I seen them, they literally rang that note out for like 3 minutes.
Oh really?
3 fucking
People
minutes,
just-
man. People are just stomping around, just fucking clearing pits and shit like that. And then, just that one drum hit and just fucking intense.
Yeah, that
And
would be a
then
dope show.
That was '08, so that was the Horizons tour.
Yeah.
So Parkway were in their absolute fucking
Just
prime of their performance, their fucking
Yeah.
release, everything. That was just like the best fucking show.
I'm trying to think when I seen Parkway. I think I seen them a bit past their prime. Like they didn't play like the mad like OG shit type thing.
Yeah.
I missed out on like all the sick bands because
Yeah,
I've
which
been
is-
like being like in big crowds and shit.
Like they're the co-headliners for Knotfest, so I'm kind of like
Yeah, hopefully they play
interested to
some older
see
stuff.
what their set's like now. It's probably just going to be a whole
Yeah.
lot of stuff because they've retired all of that other stuff. They did the Horizons tour. They did a Killing with a
Yeah.
Smile tour.
Yeah. I mean,
So who fucking knows? And that album after that wasn't really that great. Deep Blue, or whatever it was.
I
Had
didn't
some good
mind. I
songs,
didn't mind
but
some of the songs.
It was their like the start of their downfall.
I mean, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Parkway Drive's dead. Nettie said it is, mate. I'm going to take his word for it and just delete him out of my Spotify playlist.
Oh,
Wait,
fucking hell.
Dead.
What a
It's
call.
gone.
I mean, they're retiring
Pack
their
it
old
up, boys.
shit.
Going the way of Simple Plan.
If they're retiring their old shit, what are they doing? I bet you fucking for a fact Simple Plan comes out, still plays Addicted, still plays Perfect. Them boys don't give a fuck.
Dude, speaking of we were speaking of like Knotfest before. Have you seen that came up on my Facebook? It's over in California. It's called When We Were Young. Have you got your phone? Somebody got a phone handy that they can actually use?
No.
Look it up while we. No, you don't.
No.
We're fucked. All right. Well,
I got a computer. But
I'm sure we'll
like-
bring it up at some point in time. But the
Nah,
like the
fuck.
lineup for this festival is just literally every like punk band you ever liked as a kid playing on this one festival,
Yeah,
and then
right.
some current ones too.
Well, there's like some. I seen something like
It's like headlined by fucking Green Day, and then it just goes down the list from there.
I mean, like
Yeah.
it gets to a certain point where it's just not exciting to see a bunch of old men trying to get around on stage, in my opinion. Like watching, I think it was The Offspring play. It was just like, this is just
That brings up an interesting
sad.
point from like not that it's like I'm real excited to see Megadeth, but Dave Mustaine is like 60 something.
What I mean, bro, like they don't like. I don't. It's just, it's how the body works. You get to a certain age and you just can't move the same.
No,
It's
I don't
just-
know. Mick Jagger's fucking
I mean-
nearly 80 and he still runs around the stage exactly the same as he did fucking 50 years ago.
Drugs are a beautiful thing.
No, that can't work out all fucking day.
It does. I
You're,
did
you're
read
thinking about the
something it.
guitarist
I
who's
mean,
taken like
Give 'em all
every substance in every quantity, probably in every vein, in every orifice
Just loves
at the
it.
same time, not at the same time, on a 5-day binge,
Is that Mick Jagger dude?
while
The
pouring
dude that
tequila into his eyes. Like, nothing's ever going to kill Keith Richards. When Keith Richards dies, that's when we should really start being worried. The world's fucking
I
going
reckon
to the end.
he'll die when he just tries to get off everything. He'll just fucking he'll just
Can't
fucking
function
fall over,
without
bro.
it.
Oh, no, his body would have shut down. He'd be like, nah, fuck this. Fucking had enough of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Is that Mick Jagger guy the guy that works out like crazy? And then someone asked him in an interview, I was like, why do you work out so hard? And he's like, to perform?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it would be him. Yeah, right, yeah, well, I can give him some drugs. That'd be fucking mad to watch.
Yeah.
But watching The Offspring was sad as fuck.
I've been in the same place as the Offspring like 4 times and never seen them.
One of them had a walking frame daddy on stage. He's trying to get around and shit. Like, come on, man. Just fucking join Simple Plan. Fuck off. Give up.
Simple Plan home for retired musicians.
Oh, like, ideally, you know, you're going to have, you know, just the oldest bands just resting. Just resting. They've done their part.
Yeah.
Simple Plan's young enough. Just, you know, also too old.
They're just gonna manage the place and like run it, make sure things go smoothly.
Yeah.
Froomey's on board with my. He's in my mind.
Living carers.
My exact thoughts were, they're young enough to look after the oldies and just, you know, play a little fucking tune here and there. You know, play perfect for them.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Welcome to my life.
It's perfect and addicted, just on loop.
Yeah. Just make them old people hate their lives. It's like, oh, this doesn't get worse. Yeah. Just
Fuck, I just want to go perform. All the old cunts in there,
Yeah.
like, fuck, let me out.
just playing like Welcome to My Life. It's just Simple Plan. Like, Welcome to my. You're like, oh my fucking god, what is happening right now?
Oh, fucking hell.
I would actually go to that like old person's home. Like, imagine the stories them cunts.
Oh, it'd be
have.
the best.
Like, just them
That'd be
fuck, like,
amazing.
it's like old rock band cunts just sitting there. But fuck, they'd have some
Yep,
shit
yeah.
to tell you, bro.
You need like some cool oldies in there, like AC/DC, like oldies and shit. They could just tell you some mad shit. Like Simple Plan just like makes you some food. What are they gonna fucking tell you that's cool?
Yeah,
Man,
fuck
I
those
fucking
cunts up.
cried for 17 hours once. You're like, yeah, you did, bro. Fuck yeah.
Was addicted to crying.
Yeah, bro, it was. But like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's sitting there telling him about like, oh man, teenage life was hard, and this old dude's just sitting there like, there's a 90% chance that I've had sex with one of your relatives.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Chances would be high. But,
Sit down, nephew.
And it wasn't even
Yeah.
special. She was literally on a line or a bus.
yeah. Oh, god damn.
And then she joined the line outside my bedroom door.
Line them up. Line them up.
Oh, fuck, man.
On them up, knock them down.
What other shit have we fucking covered, Ned? I'm fucking.
Dragon Ball Z, we need this tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah. So I feel like if we just go over the different sagas,
Yeah.
that's probably going to be our best
So like
bet,
we listed them the other day, like the Saiyan saga.
which is like Nappa, Raditz, when Vegeta first comes,
You remember
that
all that?
type of like. Fun
Yeah,
one.
vaguely.
Like when Vegeta and Goku fight for like the first time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got like Piccolo doing like the fucking special beam cannon, and Goku's holding Raditz and shit. Just fucking legendary shit from Goku, like always.
And then I think
Fucking
everything
not.
else from there is pretty like self-explanatory. Like obviously like the Frieza saga kind of thing all on Namek, and then the Cell saga, and then the Boo saga.
What did we count the androids under?
Cell.
Cell saga. Yeah, that makes more
So
sense.
that fits all
Because
into
they
that.
kind of blended together. The
we,
Cell and
yeah,
Boo
we
and
worked
all
it
that.
out that anything obviously from Namek starting onwards is the Frieza saga until Trunks cuts him in half with the sword when he comes back to Earth.
I
And then
mean-
that's pretty much like Cell saga from there
Is-
onwards.
Is that where like I think it's Goku's been like trying to destroy. I can't remember if it's like Frieza or Vegeta, but I'm pretty sure like Trunks just comes back and like goes Super Saiyan, just like fucks him up in like 30 seconds.
yeah,
well,
they
Just
like,
like smashes him once and it's like over and done with. It's like, what?
Goku.
Why the fuck could Goku not do that?
They thought Goku was dead because everyone had to leave Namek for when it was Goku fighting Frieza, and then you see fucking, you know, Krillin just being Krillin dying or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck happens, and Goku turns Super Saiyan. And it's like the biggest thing in the fucking world. You're like, mind blowing as a kid. You're like, this motherfucker just changed his whole shit.
I do remember that.
mhm.
It's like everyone being at school like, fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah, people trying and shit in his spare time. You're like, nah, not yet. I'm not ready yet, but it'll come. But then, like, you know, he beats Frieza, gets back to fucking Earth. Are they on Earth?
Yeah.
Gets back to Earth, and then, like, there's just this random dude with a sword there, and everyone's like, oh, dope. And then Frieza just comes back, and this motherfucker just one-shots him. and just makes everything Goku just did look piss weak.
Pretty much.
My opinion. But like at the same point in time, if they made his character, like the future Trunks in the Cell Saga, just fucking off his head, fair enough. But they didn't. They just made him shit. So they just made him like, they just made like
everyone was looking at Goku as well, like this cunt's the fucking man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Strongest cunt going. Couldn't beat him, and then fucking like Trunks just shows up and goes, punk.
yeah.
It's like what?
And then it's just fucking but like they could have just done so much with Trunks from there, I feel. They just like they just shit on him.
Yeah, so where would you...
so many bangers from
Is there anything else that you need your memory jogged on kind of thing?
There's a lot I fucking don't remember.
So there's like
my fucking...
Well, like the Cell Saga was like when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 and that.
oh dude, yeah, like kid, you like teenage Gohan, would you call him? Is like when
Remember
he
that?
just fucks Cell up, but then still just fucks.
That's where he just goes nuts, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he finally gets to a point because all the little mini cells are fucking run up, eh?
So I can't remember like sagas, but I can remember like key points, and I just don't know where the fuck they were in the story.
Right.
Like you know what I mean?
All right, so this is gonna be hard.
And I think it's like
get like a.
I think it's like Vegeta or something gets like fucked up by like this little ball.
That's in the. I feel like that's in the Boo Saga. By a little pink dude.
Yeah, and then he gets fucked up by like just this little ball looking thing too, but I'm not sure if he gets fucked up, but he gets like bashed by it.
Like, can we just talk about that Boo used to turn motherfuckers into chocolate?
Yeah, that was weird.
So fucking weird. And then like, which one of them had like the cocoons inside of them, and like Vegeta and Goku had to go get the cocoons out and shit. That had to be Boo, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, that was him. I'm not sure which iteration of him that was. It was after he like absorbs Gohan.
Yeah. Which probably the fucking, second coolest Boo, other than Kid Boo, would be the like
Yeah,
the
but
Boo with the
came
orange
from
vest.
like the stupidest fucking moment because they wasted so much of your time
Oh,
with
yeah.
that whole like sending him to the other world,
The
like
worst.
giving him all these extra like powers or whatever, and he's supposed to be a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Comes back for 5 minutes. Like these cunts are supposed to have superhuman reflexes and shit like that. They can dodge, all these punches coming at them at 1,000 miles an hour and teleport.
Yeah.
But you're telling me that he can't catch an earring?
Yeah, the worst.
That's the impetus for the story. Fucking up. He can't catch an earring and he's looking for it and he gets absorbed. That's it. That's the downfall of the character. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, like, I feel like
That's
They
very
raw-
lazy writing.
they raw dogged Gohan's
Oh,
character
100%.
from like, let's just give him the biggest moment ever, He fights Cell, like, his dead dad helps him with the Kamehameha. And let's just shit on him from then on. We'll make him the great Saiyan man. It's just the worst character, worse than Krillin.
And then they made his character even worse. Like in Super, he's like a pacifist. Like for most of it. Like just learning and shit like that.
If there's one character worse than Yamcha, and I'm gonna say it, Podge, Yamcha's the worst character. But if there is one character that's worse than Yamcha, it's got to be the Great Saiyan Man.
Or just adult Gohan in general.
Yeah, Gohan, yeah. They really bitched out with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand how can you make the son of Goku just the worst character?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just lazy writing and then it just fucking evolved from there.
That other little one's the son of Goku as well, eh?
Goten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That other little one. The little actual mini Goku, you're
Yeah.
like, why is Goku small? Goten, yeah, he's a little funny fucker. I mean, if you had to pick your favorite villain from, which would it be? So it's from
Probably like Vegeta or like Frieza or something. Like I just like the way they both just used to come in and try to fuck everybody up, and then they just get fucked up somehow by somebody.
So we don't have a tiebreaker.
we don't.
Like I feel like that's when I was like really fucking into it. Like I just like
yeah.
because like back in like school, I was like always playing sport.
Yeah.
Like so, like in primary school, like we could get to school at like 8 a.m. and there'd be like one teacher on duty.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can fuck around and play.
So we'd all like get to school and like someone would bring a footy, or we would all just get there and play like tackle bull rush and shit. Because like as soon as the teacher went like around the corner and couldn't see, it was like, fuck yeah, I'm smashing you, cunt.
Yeah.
Try and smash everybody.
You've thrown a spanner right into the mix.
Like I was really into it when like they were around.
So we'll go with your favorite saga, probably being the Freezer saga, which just fucks us. Well, it doesn't, because I said my favorite saga was the Boo saga. Podge agreed with that. You said your favorite saga was the Cell saga.
Yeah.
And who agreed with that?
Mon.
So we're 2-2, and you're gone the Freezer saga. But no one our luck. Someone, the next person will come in and be like, yeah, the Freezer saga, 100%. These motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, that's how it'll fucking work.
I mean, that's pretty fair. The Freezer saga was a good fucking saga. It was close to being one of my... I feel like it got second for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Just because of the whole, like, you got to see Goku turn Super Saiyan. Like, for the first time, and it was just like...
Yeah, that was like the epitome of being a child.
Yeah.
Like,
The build-up on it, like, 3 episodes, you're like, man, something's got to happen. And it happened.
yeah, like you're not expecting like him to do that though. Like, just
No.
go, "Pop," and have like blonde hair, and she's like, whoa, and then
Yeah.
he starts
Yeah.
fucking cunts up. It's like, whoa,
Yeah, it's fucking
next
what
level,
the
man.
fuck? Like he was already fucking cunts up.
Next level. I mean, fuck, we're at a tiebreaker here. I feel like a YouTube comment shouldn't count towards it. I feel like it's got to be someone that could like come and talk and back it up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we need a voiced opinion, somebody to actually like justify it rather than
Yeah, just say this.
I mean, yeah, we're all like definitely
Oh,
welcome.
tell us your favorite.
yeah, everybody
segments.
write in, sure. Like we love the engagement.
Yeah, 100%. But I feel like for like the poll, it's got to be someone like here talking to us.
Yeah.
So it continues. Will we ever get to the fucking bottom of the best saga?
Fucking, we literally said it too. It's like, oh man,
I did, I
fucking Froomey will
fucked
probably
us.
come in and like pick the Freezer saga.
I did.
It's
I
the
full
Freezer
fucked it.
saga, just like, okay.
I did.
I feel like that saga and like Freezer and like Vegeta was just like when I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen like as a kid.
Yeah, they were fucking. I remember like taking days off school to watch him turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, boys, I feel like the only thing we've really got left to cover, lads, is games.
This is the first veggie bag that we did.
I mean, passionate gamers here. Well, I'm semi-retired currently.
Yeah, that's it. I'm taking a bit of a break myself.
Yeah, I'm just taking a breather, working on some other shit. But new Warzone is like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Maybe not even. It's like a week and a bit now.
Something like that.
It's exciting. I
Keen to
played
got back in.
the beta of the multiplayer. It was dog shit.
I was going to say, how does it feel? Because
Terrible.
they got rid of slide canceling, didn't they?
Yeah, it feels like slow. They added a lot of recoil, so just every gun's got like a lot of visual recoil now.
Yeah.
But like, we'll see what they do when it goes over into Warzone, I guess. I believe you're a big GTA fan.
Massive.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, got a fucking topic for you next week, right there. The Ned got to step out of the studio next week's episodes. Just go and take over the world, Ned. You go and do some things and some stuffs and whatnots.
Kind of a fucking desert.
Go in the desert, hide some bodies. So it'll be me and Froomey, but I feel like probably on the Veggie Bake app.
Yeah, I got to take care of some stuff.
You got to go.
After your outbursts over the past couple of weeks. Do some favors for the
Yeah. I appreciate you going and doing it, to be
Yeah.
fair. But I don't think it's real good for me just to show my face over there right now.
Yeah, that's it.
So I appreciate you taking one for the team there, bud.
Someone's got to get their hands dirty.
Someone's got to, and you know. So I feel like we'll probably cover GTA a fair bit next Veggie Bake. But tell us
Yeah,
about your favorite games.
I was about to say, you sort of explain it a little bit more kind of thing.
We'll go
But sort of, let's
deep.
like just give us a
Yeah,
bit of a
into it.
ranking kind of thing of your like top couple of games.
Yeah, I was no order, but we go like fight night,
Yep.
like
What one? What one's
round
best?
3.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
people,
yeah.
right, that like you don't have a massive variety of games, right? But you tend to obsess over something.
Yeah.
Like, there would be periods of time where I'd turn up to your house and you would, like, every single time you would just be obsessively playing one game
Yeah.
for a period of time, and then you just sort of, like, drop off and don't do it, and then you just pick up another one, and then it's just, this is my thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they're always like some form of like sport game, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like MX versus ATV,
tier.
like Reflex. That was probably the best one they brought out.
Yeah, I really
was like-
liked Reflex.
It was like the first one where you like controlled the bike and the rider. Like you had to use both sticks to like lean into the corners, and then like he'd half come off and you had to flick the stick a certain way to keep him on the bike.
Yeah,
Like it was,
that was probably the Reflex. Yeah, the best one, and the little like warm up course as the map loads.
yeah, just like
Next
riding
level,
around
bro.
doing freestyles and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
like you'd stay on that little map for like an hour, and you're like, oh yeah, fucking
Yeah,
load
fuck.
into the proper
Yeah.
map.
like that was good. And
Yeah,
like it was probably like one of the first ones when like you were doing a race or something. Like as you went around, like the corners actually started to
Yeah.
form ruts
and like the up ramp started getting ruts in them and shit.
yeah, like you had to actually like pick a proper line to like
Yeah.
ride, otherwise you'd just get fucked on.
Dude, they did go really advanced with that game, didn't they? Because like you think about it, and Reflex is pretty old. Like
Yeah, that'd be 10, 15 years old probably now.
But yeah, like to use the technology where it's like, yeah, the more you go around, it's like, yeah, you'd hit like a certain up ramp and your back wheel would kind of get caught in like the little rut that's there, and it would just like, well, send you
Okay.
sideways and shit. It was
Yeah,
like,
or like it wouldn't
really well
send you,
done.
it wouldn't like the ramp just wouldn't have enough kick to send you to like to make the whole jump, so you'd have to like come out and try and like pick yourself a new line to go off the jump and shit.
it was yeah.
Like it was that one was real good.
Oh yeah, I probably got to agree that was the best one.
I think it was like the best too because it was the first one with like that technology, like where you were
Yeah.
controlling the bike and the rider. Like the
Yeah,
other ones,
nah.
you just fucking ride around
Yeah, it's
controlling
two-dimensional,
the like the bike and the rider with the one thing. If you stack,
Yeah.
you fucking stack. Like,
Yeah, Reflex was mad. They brought out one just after Reflex, or it was a little bit after. It was like more of a race-based game. Like they didn't have many freestyle tracks, but they had Bubba Stewart's compound in it.
Oh
And
yeah,
you could just free ride on it. That game was probably, in my opinion, probably second. Like that was so fucking fun. But no freestyle, so like you couldn't just go do like backflips, but yeah, you could just race Bubba Stewart's track and like
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Bubba scrub and shit. Dude, that was fun as fuck. I've just got a thing in my head that was Alive, so I'm just gonna say that it was MX Alive. Good fucking franchise of games, them though.
yeah. They fucking all the way back from like what was it? Like that was the original MX versus ATV.
Yeah, and
then
then
they
they
had
went
like
to Unleashed.
yeah, Unleashed, and then there was fucking one in between, I think, and then there was Reflex, and
Yeah.
and
then
they
they
like just
just went-
slowly started getting better and better.
I played one recently. It was on. I can't think of the name, but it was on like the new consoles and shit. Fuck, dude, it's like so advanced now. It's ridiculous. Good fun though. Good fun. You touched on Fight Night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna easily say Fight Night Round 3 was the best.
just the way like you threw the punches, like
Yeah.
you pull like the analog stick down and roll it around for like a fucking body shot, like
Yeah.
while you're holding like I think it was like L2 or whatever it was, like the back trigger,
Yeah, they were fucking mad.
and like you do the same.
I don't
Like,
know. I never played any of these
then
games.
you like do the
Oh, you
same,
missed
like
out,
you'd
man.
pull like so like essentially your right stick was your right hand,
Yep.
your left stick was pretty well like your left. No, was like to walk and like move and shit.
Yep.
But like you'd throw, like to throw like a hook, you'd like pull the stick to the right and like swing it around.
Yeah, it was,
So it was like the action of throwing the punch.
Oh, okay.
And like to
so
jab-
kind of like those skate mechanics of like
Yeah.
yeah.
because it was made by EA as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It'll
and
be,
then, like you just flick the like analog stick like just sort of diagonally forward and like throw like the right jab.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you'd hold the stick and like
yeah. They'd be like your more like powered punches and shit.
Yeah, I think,
like
like-
one of them would be.
yeah, I think the top one was to like make it like harder punches, and the bottom one was to, like go to the body,
Mm-hmm.
like, and the punches like all stayed the same, but like you pull like down and around like halfway to do like the body like uppercut and shit. It was
Yep.
It was well done. I'm hoping. I did want to touch back on Fight Nights and just talk about the upcoming boxing game that is coming out. They've changed the name now to Undisputed, but it was just Esports Boxing Club
Yeah.
originally. This game looks like it's got so much fucking potential. They've released like a few clips on YouTube and their website and everything of just like a full round of gameplay type thing.
yeah.
It looks like Fight Night, but like so advanced. Like you can punch while you move in different directions, and
Yeah, fuck
It
no.
looks like it's going to be next level. But I was going to touch on the fact that I hope they bring back that mechanic, like the analog stick mechanic.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
the throwing the punches and stuff, it was way better.
it's just fun. Like if you're playing against your mates and shit, like fair enough, use the buttons. But like if you're just playing through campaign or career mode or whatever it is, it's so fun to do it that way.
Yeah.
But apparently the career mode in this Undisputed game coming out is like, yeah, you work your way through the ranks for like all the different belts, like the WBC, WBO, like they're all in the game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a fucking fun fucking game.
Or there'll be plenty of clips of us playing that on the YouTube, and might even get a bit of a fucking tournament going or something.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of fun shit to do.
Because yeah, it'll be
with
mad to
that.
play as people, but then there's also the concept of like make our own characters and have
Yeah.
to fight each other.
Yeah, 100%.
No.
But they were like looking for the end of this year release, but I feel like it's been delayed. Fucking earth, lads, delayed all you want.
Yeah, that's it. Just take your time, release a perfect product.
Oh, dude, if they
Don't
just
cyberpunk it.
if they release just the game they're saying they're gonna release, we're in for a fucking treat.
Hold on. Speaking of which, I literally just seen. Speaking of, I should rephrase that. Speaking of Witcher, rather.
What a Witcher.
They're redoing the first Witcher game, which was like released like I think really early on in the cycle of the PS4, if not like late cycle PS3, Xbox 360, and they're redoing that in Unreal Engine 5
Okay, and that's like
or the newer like consoles and stuff.
the bloody Fandangle fucking top tier fucking
Oh,
gaming engine, right?
I think it's definitely a fucking a ploy by them because of the whole failure of Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And then it's going to take them years to release another actual Witcher game with a different story. So
Yeah.
they've already got everything there. They've literally just got to pump it all back through this engine and
and tighten things up a
reconfigure
bit.
it. That's it. Make it all graphically nice. Make it all work smooth.
Do you-
Which is like, even if they just put that and build it through the engine of like Witcher 3, I'd be fucking satisfied. But
Yeah.
more Witcher, I don't give a shit.
Do you reckon we're going to probably see a lot of games go in that direction? Just be remastered.
You already
through
have.
this
You've
engine?
seen heaps of fucking games. Well, like we were just talking about, Modern Warfare is like it's all remastered. Like they remastered.
the new one.
Modern Warfare 2 is like it's just a remaster of Modern Warfare 2.
I mean, that's just how out of touch I am with games right now. I've looked nothing into any of the CODs, even remotely. I know they took slide cancelling out because I played it, and then you just feel like fucking slow while you're trying to get around.
Yeah.
And I know they added recoil because I tried to shoot multiple guns and it sucked.
And then you had the whole like resurgence of like Crash Bandicoot did that. Like they did the
Yeah.
remaster a couple of years ago. They did the remaster of all the Spyro games.
Yeah.
Wait, Spyro was a fun
Fuck,
game.
you know what'd be mad for a remaster? You guys remember Croc? You play Croc?
No.
Like a platformer on PS1. Essentially the same sort of concept as like those games.
Yeah.
I remember like Frogger.
I played a lot of Frogger. I was about to bring Frogger up. I slapped some time into Frogger.
I played heaps of Frogger, bro. Just a frog trying to
Oh.
get across the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never played Frogger, I'm sure there's probably still a website version where you can go and play Frogger.
Oh, yeah, that'd be easy as to access.
Go play it. Let us know how frustrating it is for you. It's fucking dead.
Fuck.
I put some fucking time into Frogger, man. There was like a good period where I was like too young to do a great deal, but I was like old enough to play Frogger. So I just play Frogger for like
Dude,
Yeah.
well, like,
hours, man.
yeah, like going back on like the like Crash Bandicoot thing and speaking of frustrating, like did you
Oh.
play the remasters at all?
No, but
You got a
like-
PlayStation, don't you?
Yeah, but
I'll
like,
lend them to you and let you go through them. And like, you completely understand the frustration that you felt as a kid. These games, it's like they're designed to fuck with you.
They're fucking hard, man. Like
They are fucking especially that first one, man.
Yeah.
Because like in the third ones, you have like you get like the double jump and you get like heaps of different abilities like sliding and crawling and all that kind of thing. But the first game, it's a remaster. It's all graphically nice, but you literally only have like jump, move.
just the
I
basics.
don't even think you can. I think you can crouch. Maybe I'm not even sure. It's literally just the most basic of control. So you have to be dead on precise.
Yeah. Like it makes me think like how good were we at games when we were younger? Because like
That's the fucking thing, man. Because like I've been through the Dark Souls series and
Yeah.
all that kind of shit, and put hours and hours into that. Like made it harder for myself. I don't think I experienced half the fucking frustration that I did going back through that first Crash Bandicoot game. Ridiculous.
Yeah, any game that I've tried to replay that I played as a kid, it just gets to a point where I'm like, no, this is fucking too frustrating. And like, I remember being a kid and just like smashing games and being like, oh, that was easy.
Speaking
On
of
to the
which,
next.
it's actually an interesting thing that I thought about because you guys like are both really like you're good at games kind of thing. I both had instances, especially with you. There was one when I first got my PS4. I can't remember what game it was. I was like stuck on this fucking thing. You were at my house. Literally just picked up the controller and just fucking blazed through this section. The game was called like Killzone.
Oh, the old
That was the name of the
Killzone.
game.
PlayStation 2 exclusive.
Yeah, when they released I think it was another exclusive when the PS4 came out. I
Yeah.
can't remember what I was stuck on, but yeah, you just like breeze through this fucking section. And then me, not like bothering you for weeks about like playing Madden kind of
Oh,
thing.
no, yous all were. That was
Dude, that was ridiculous.
bro, these motherfuckers, man. They was playing, it was like you, Mont, Liam.
I think that was it,
Yeah. Just always playing Madden. And like, I was just like, no. You just don't want to involve me. I'm fine just chilling here. I can doing what I'm doing. For weeks, man. Just like, no, come on, let's have a game. All right, so I got to a point, just smoked whoever I versed. They're like,
Oh, it was
oh.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, like, oh, what the fuck?
You just couldn't do anything.
Did I
It was absolutely fucked.
I
But
put so much time into like them games as a kid.
there's a couple of like
Yeah, it's like me with like FIFA.
I don't.
I'll
I
still
didn't
play
put much
that
time into
now.
them. No, I feel like when FIFA games were a thing, I was either playing Madden or I was playing like the NRL games started to come out, but they were always like pretty shitty.
yeah, they were always really
Yeah.
janky and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if they're better now. I haven't played one in
Like
like
the-
I
10
don't think they
years.
even release anymore.
The NRL game.
Yeah.
They haven't released one in
No.
ages.
Probably good. I mean, probably yeah. They're probably just like, okay, we suck at this. We'll just let another company do it. But every other company's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? Because they don't even release AFL games anymore
There's
either.
not enough of a
Yeah,
market
no.
for it.
No, but Skate. You in Skate?
Yeah, I did put a few hours into the first
Oh.
one. I put fucking heaps.
Yeah.
I'll say heaps. Like, I can't tell you how long I spent playing Danny Way's Mega Ramp for.
Yeah.
Like, just-
coolest fucking levels.
So that's going to be another thing when that new fucking version releases
Yeah.
that we're all going to be able to play together.
It was so cool that like it's actually at a point now where we can all just cruise around together and do our own, like actually be good. Like, because in Skate 3, you could roll around together, but it was never like perfect
No.
until the game was like dead and fucking buried pretty much.
Whereas you assume this is probably just going to be seamless. Like, we'll literally like.
Yeah. They've been working on it for a while. So,
Oh, they released the alpha video a couple of weeks ago, maybe even like
Yeah.
2 or 3 months ago. And it's like very, very, very basic footage, but it looks fucking good. I
Yeah.
just, I don't even care what it looks like, man. I just want to get my hands back on skate.
oh, it's going to be so fucking fun.
It should be fucking good.
Oh,
So yeah, I do remember having this conversation with you. Yeah, you were more of played Skate 1, hey?
Yeah, I played like so much of Skate 1, bro. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of hours into all of them. I'm probably going to say Skate 3 I put the most hours into.
Yeah, Skate 3 is the only one I played, but I fucking played it. But
I
Yeah.
went
Hours.
through ages where I didn't touch like a fucking gaming console for
Yeah.
probably like a good 4 or 5 years. Like I just didn't.
we all did.
I just like didn't
Yeah.
touch one, bro. I was like, I don't know. I think it was like, you know, when you hit that age, sort of, like 14 through to like 20 or something. I was like always playing football or like
Yeah.
out at the fucking skate park or just fucking like always out doing something.
Yeah,
So,
always
like,
doing other shit.
yeah, so I just like didn't really play the console or that. And then when I got back into playing, like on the odd occasion, like I just started playing the games I used to play, like
Yeah.
you know, GTA and all that and FIFA and shit. And like I talk to Ned sometimes, like I'll be sitting at home, I just play it on like fucking campaign. And I'll just like jump on fucking online. I'm like, oh yeah, start versing some cunt. Like I'm getting beat like 3-0. Fuck, this is frustrating. And then like I don't know, I just like click.
Yeah. Just
Like it's like next thing I know it's 7-3.
yeah.
The cunt's like quitting the game on me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah, fuck yeah.
it was good when you were flogging me, cunt. Like
I feel like they've done like real good shit with FIFA. Like just continuously. I don't know how they continuously make it one of the best games that releases every year.
Because soccer's just such a world recognized
Yeah, that
sport
is
kind of
true.
thing. Like
That just gets
they're
like
always
the
going to get people
diehards.
that'll just buy it day one.
It's like same as like if anytime a UFC game releases, fucking like the day it drops, I'm like boom, fucking putting all my fucking time into it.
Yeah, 100%.
Same as like when Fight Nights
like,
came out.
It's weird, like you mentioned the UFC, like UFC, the latest one was 4?
Yeah,
They brought out?
4. Yeah.
Like, I literally brought that because they put Anthony Joshua and fucking
Yeah.
Tyson Fury in there. Like, I was like, fuck, I can actually make these two cunts fight now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There's
the only way I'm going to see
It
it.
might be the only way that it happens.
Yeah, Dana just had to be like, fuck, I got to give the people something.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous how much reach both them motherfuckers have compared to any heavyweight in the UFC.
They're both fucking giant.
Maybe except for Stefan Struve, who's fights in the weight under heavyweight. I feel
Like
maybe he
heavyweight.
fights it. Yeah, maybe he fights at
He's
heavyweight now.
he's like 7 foot or something.
He's like 7'2" or some shit.
Jesus.
He's
fucking
massive.
giant.
Then not he got fucked up a fair bit in his career.
Yeah, it's like the difference between like boxing heavyweights and UFC heavyweights. Like boxing heavyweights are
Huge.
fucking huge.
Yeah.
UFC heavyweights are usually like, yeah, shorter but like stocky and shit. But yeah, boxing heavyweights are fucking monstrous.
Like you look at them in top 3, like what AJ Wilder and Fury.
Yeah,
They're like 6'6", 6'7", and 6'9".
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like Ngannou's what, like 6'3", 6'4".
Well,
Which
even like you
probably,
look at Usyk, man, and Usyk's still like 6'3" something.
Yeah, I think he's about
220
6'2", 6'3".
pounds. Still bigger than most UFC heavyweights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Well, I feel like what have we covered? We covered GTA. Pretty much like, yeah, I feel like most people just played like most of the sports games. Like if you played like Madden, you'd like if a different one came out, you'd just grab it and play it anyway because
Yeah.
it's something different. I did put a bit of time into FIFA, but it wasn't like anything like the other games I put like time into.
I think I've only put like more time into that since I've been older. Because when I was younger, like I think it was like up till like 2000 or something. Like
Yeah.
it didn't matter how hard you hit the shoot button, as long as you were like aiming at the goal, you'd pretty much fucking score.
Yeah.
And then they like changed it where it was like a thing, like if you held it down and just like power up and the boards go
Oh,
fucking into
fine.
the stadium. And I was like, I don't know, I'd be like probably like 9 or 10, like fuck, you just like smashing the controller in your room and shit, like throwing it at the ground, and I just stopped playing it.
Yeah. Fucking stupid ball going too far.
Yeah, and then once I got older and like, I was like, oh, you actually have to just like tap the button.
Composure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like don't fucking smash it.
That's pretty mad. I mean, maybe we could have like an old tournament at some point. We'll get like a couple of old games.
I've got a couple of ideas rolling in my head about tournaments and ideas and shit.
I reckon it could be fun because like,
all nice YouTube content.
yeah, and like we can all just play them fucking games. Like they're pretty universal where we should all remember, be like, okay, this button does this button does that.
Yeah.
It's like riding a bike. You pick up the controller and then you're like, you just start playing it. Like,
Uh,
oh yeah, that's what that is. Depending on what
Yeah.
game it is.
I don't know about that one.
What game are you talking about? Man, he's just got like the most complex game ever in his mind.
I
Look
can't
at him.
love him anyway.
Well, sometimes riding a bike is like doing commentary for me because you just
Doing
is there any other
It's like a box of lemons.
life is like two fish hooks in a blender. You never know what you're gonna grind up. Is there any other games you wanted to touch on for?
I mean, you guys probably touch on a whole bunch next week.
I
so-
feel like we're gonna cover games pretty fucking hard.
yeah,
Yeah, and like I could talk about GTA and shit for a while, but
that's
feel-
it.
yeah,
we'll
we'll
leave some
we'll
content for next
fucking
week.
next week.
yeah, because I played pretty well all of the GTAs, but like I probably didn't. I don't think I ever 100%ed a GTA. Never. Like I don't know. I don't think
The
like,
arduous task.
Like I
not a fucking easy task. That's for damn sure.
completed like the storylines, bro, and then just deleted the whole thing off my memory, like off my memory card and shit, and then
Yeah.
I just like redo the whole story again.
Fucking yeah. See, I done like a bit most of the stories, but then I just get sidetracked on beating the shit out of people with baseball bats usually, and like that can just be hours of fun. You just fucking
Yeah,
have a few billies, be super high, just fuck up some hookers with some baseball bats.
and like especially once like you can punch on as well, and then once you figure
Yeah.
out like you can dodge the
You dodge
punches,
the
it's like
shit.
fuck yeah, you just punch
Yeah.
20 throws when you're just like fucking nail him.
Yeah, that was a mad little fucking thing that they brought in. Oh, dude, yeah, we got plenty to cover there. I feel like we could wrap it up, lads.
Yeah.
Let's do a shorter one, bit later in the afternoon. So
Get it out to the masses.
Figured we'd bang it out.
If you want to get at us on, any of the social platforms, we are on TikTok and Instagram at Eggplant Tornado Podcast. Search Eggplant Tornado Podcast on Facebook and YouTube.
Ooh.
And yeah, Eggplant Tornado Podcast, wherever you get any of your audio podcast listening.
If you do listen to just the audio, I do recommend, if you can do it, like, and you don't listen at work or anything, watch YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you gotta watch us to be fucking laugh at each other, laugh at ourselves.
We didn't put all the effort into this lighting for nothing.
Mate, we didn't, Ed. We didn't.
And, well, I guess that's about it, eh, boys?
That's about it, man.
Well, everyone, the plates are clear, the dish is empty, and you've all just had your fill of the veggie bake. Till next week, tune in then.